Say podcast.
And like I said, you can still trim stuff off the beginning if I say anything terrible.
Sure.
Will.
We're gonna trim it all.
Probably not.
I was looking through the pictures from Black Plate. I was cracking up the other day.
Was it good?
Yeah.
It was good.
Just a bunch of drunk people in a
Yeah,
Hitachi
yeah.
How many dudes can you get around a Hitachi wand?
I was.
There was a
waiting-
chick in there, so we're good.
I was waiting for Mike to bust a nut. I was like, he's gonna do it. He's totally gonna
He
try
just
to do
keeps
this.
he just keeps putting it on his. You
Wouldn't
know.
stop.
He held it there for like 30 minutes. I'm
Yeah,
surprised he wasn't like.
It's just all like,
And he was calling us weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Mike,
You guys are weird.
Mike, you're weird. We love you, but you're weird.
I mean, he had a point. It's like, I'm not weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all stayed in there the whole fucking time. You know,
It's like, well, we were here first. Well, maybe not. Maybe we are weird.
Yeah,
Not
I think-
some microphone.
I think you're pretty weird, Bill.
I would agree.
I'm not gonna give it to the rest of us. I think we're all pretty cool.
Mm.
We're all staring at Will, by the way.
It's a little uncomfortable. Stare at the weird guy day, apparently.
How was Black Plate? How was because we bailed before you guys did your little
Before we
recording
did
session.
Garrett. Was I don't, never mind.
Before we did Garrett.
Before we did Garrett?
Wait, are we
No,
not supposed to tell people that we did Garrett?
Well, yeah.
We're close to doing Garrett.
Does he get around? I don't know.
Nah, it was really cool, man. Like we got in there. It was like I think we got started at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so we were all pretty smashed and
Yeah.
tired as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that was a
It was an experience.
Was it
was
part
fun,
of
man.
the experience? Number one, part of the experience joke. How many are we going to have tonight? Hopefully one. Hopefully that's it.
just
It
I
was
probably
cool,
shouldn't have
man.
even done that one.
I hadn't seen any of the like video or anything from it. Pat said he's seen a little bit of it, so it was pretty cool. Though.
Yeah, I saw some screen grabs, and that's it.
Who did? Was there someone there recording, or was it just like camera set up?
No,
They were recording
Mike
too.
was in there. I think they had a couple of cameras set up, right? And then Mike was doing like some walk around.
Yeah, he was doing the
stuff.
handheld stuff.
Yeah.
We basically just they got it set up on the computer, so I pretty much just hit space and we played.
All right,
So, I mean, dummy proofed it for us.
a little bit.
We probably still messed it up some, but, you know, not everything is dummy proof. What is it like if you make something to be more dummy proof, they'll just make a better dummy? Like,
Yeah.
how it goes. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nature.
Yeah. Just making better dummies.
Evolution of idiocy.
Speaking of dummies, my name is Red.
Hi, Rhett.
We have been through all this time.
Is this
by
gonna be
the
like
way.
an AA
You know, we're
meeting?
getting like 30 fucking
Hi.
minutes into it. Like, oh, what band we play with? Oh yeah, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is through all this time.
There you go.
That's right. I forgot who we were listening to.
If this is your first time here, this is the Broccoli and Breakdown podcast.
No,
There you
Oh, shit.
it's broccoli and cauliflower now.
Oh, man.
Ah.
I'm not up on my list.
go. Will.
Who is it? It's
It was a cauliflower and chaos.
Pops keeps calling us broccoli. I don't know who is broccoli, and I don't know who cauliflower
Pop
is.
says Morgan.
Oh yeah,
Morgan's dad. Shout out to Morgan's dad.
great man,
Great
great
boy.
man.
Hi, Morgan's dad.
helping us out a
His name's
lot.
Mark.
What's up,
So
Mark?
it's like
What's up, Mark?
one of you broccoli, one of you is breakdown, or something
No,
like that.
one of us is broccoli, and the other one's cauliflower, but I don't know who is who. So
Well, if it was breakdowns, I'd be the breakdowns. He'd be broccoli.
Can we
I-
substitute for mashed potatoes?
I would probably agree with that.
Well, that's a definitive answer right there.
You name it.
You name it.
That's Patty's fucking like
That's his
catchsaid
go-to.
/ entrance song.
Every Thanksgiving, I'm on it.
He comes like busting up in the WCW arena.
Yeah, that'd be a great entrance.
You name it.
That's his finishing move, man. He just shoves greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes down somebody's throat. Pin, son.
Hit him with that turkey sleep.
Turkey sleep. The itis.
That's the finishing move. The itis. Put him to sleep, Patty.
Give him the itis.
Give him the itis.
So, anyways, I'm Patrick. I played drums through all this time.
I am Russell, and I sing and yell through all this time.
Buddy, I play guitar through all this time.
You do anything else?
Nah, that's about it.
All right. My name's Will, and I play bass through all this time, and that's also it.
Well, you do a lot.
No, I'm trying to undersell it. I don't really do that
You
much.
do a lot.
No, I
You do,
don't.
like
a
all
lot
the
of video
graphic
stuff.
design,
Hey, can we move on?
all the video stuff.
I think we
I'm
got
uncomfortable.
one
I'm
more
uncomfortable with praise. Very.
Well, I didn't say they were good. I just said you did them.
I spoke too soon.
You guys just have the one Saw the Earth lyric video?
We had one for Abyss too.
Abyss, okay, yeah.
Yeah, those two.
And that came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Versus Salt, which is the latest one.
By the way, if you're listening, I'm probably gonna make another one. So, tell us which one you want to hear, because we haven't decided. So if you gotta
vote in the comments.
Ooh, actually, yeah. If you want to do that, like if it happens, look down in the comments. There'll probably be a vote or something. If not, I don't know. We'll figure it out somehow.
I have no clue how to do that.
If it doesn't
but
work, blame Tanner, because he's
yes,
the man.
blame Tanner, please.
Yeah.
Blame
Please.
Tanner.
All his fault.
Do you have an idea, like one that you want to do?
I mean, they're all great. No, they're all. No, I do love them. It's Russell's lyrics. No, I actually do really like Russell's lyrics. I think that was why Salt was a good choice, honestly.
We're gonna do an acapella version of one of our songs.
Oh no! Oh, acapella.
That's
Okay,
nice.
yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool.
I know which one we should do.
Yep.
Which one?
Your mother!
If you've ever heard Russell's like warm ups and stuff before he jams, like he just runs around screaming "Your mother" a lot, and it's pretty
Yeah,
funny. Your mother.
I can only imagine what people that don't know, they're just like, "Ooh, your mother!"
Especially
They're
like,
like, what the fuck?
especially somewhere like the Maywood or something where there's like the dividers on the side of the stage. So if, like people are in the pit and you're on the other side, and you just hear "Your mother." You're like, what the fuck is going on over there? You're like, is that guy angry? Or nah, it's just that's just the thing he does.
I love going back there behind the walls, and I'll be like trying to pick the right spots to like bust out a scream too. But occasionally it'll just like stop, like then everything will just stop, and you'll just hear me screaming. I'm like, shit! Scared little look. Fuck, don't look.
It's like the equivalent of when you're like trying to yell something at a concert, and then you're like, "Hey, yeah, I really should get that cream," but then the music stops, like right when you're yelling the.
For my crabs!
Oh,
Like,
oh god! I hope nobody.
I
heard
mean,
that.
we were gonna eat crabs for dinner tonight.
Red Lobster, you know, cheddar bow biscuit. I gotta go.
Later, guys. We're gonna say anything about the cream. I'm not gonna use it anyway. Kind of like them. I've given them names.
Oh.
They're good.
When does this go out?
Picture.
Wednesday?
Wednesday? This goes out Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wait, like
So,
this Wednesday?
We have a show coming up this weekend at Drunk Horse Pub in Fayetteville.
Yeah, 27th.
Saturday, 27th.
Yeah, it's the
A banger.
Hallow
Hallow,
Point.
yeah.
Yeah, they are awesome. Like if you're a fan of As I Lay Dying, Kill Switch Engage. I mean, what?
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God, yeah. They cover that spectrum. They're really good. I think we've played with them twice now.
Yes.
Yeah, and each time, killer. Nice guys,
Yeah,
super
great
nice
guys.
dudes. They'll be coming back. Of course, we got the local support also from Nova Mortis. Those dudes, rad. I think it'll be Gabe's last show with them too.
Yeah, I think this is.
Oh, really?
So yeah, like if you want to come out and see Gabe's last show.
I haven't been on social media for like 2 weeks now. Like I'm just.
So we're gonna have to like tell Tanner everything that's going on. Like
have no
you're
clue
gonna
what's
hear
happening in
Tanner
the world.
find stuff out. Like, oh
thought
shit,
we
you're a
got
doctor,
our
bro.
So did you hear Russell has 2 dicks?
Oh, dude, that
One
is
between
not
his legs,
new
one in
news.
his mouth.
Oh man!
Damn,
What are you talking
y'all
about
just been over there
in
planning that?
Full
Damn.
sentence.
It's all good.
Local burn
So
center.
good.
Alexa, please send me to local burn centers. Thank you.
We didn't say who's dick it was.
Is it important enough? I don't think it's important at that point.
Also, whose dick is it?
It's my own. It is
Wait.
buddies.
Oh, hell.
Alright, we gotta cut this out. Alright.
Not doing so hot.
Off of Russell's 2 dicks. But no, because, the rest of the band's on the bill, of course. We also have Killing the Catalyst. I guess our sister band, because, we can call them the sister now. They'll call us the sister. Whatever. It's
Half
fun.
sister? Full sister?
Half sister? I don't
Half
know.
sisters.
I guess we're just kind of like half sibling bands. We share some genetics. Who is the fourth band? I'm already.
Discoveries.
Yeah, that's right, Discoveries. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, good, solid fucking lineup.
Yeah.
Gonna be great.
Disco varies.
If you like disco and berries,
Hey,
hey.
fuck the varies.
But yeah, it'd be a
It's
good
gonna
one.
be
Then I think the next one after that is the 17th, right? August 17th.
August 17th.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a killer one too. That's
Fucking
us, of course.
Cultist Black's first show.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Track in the
That's
Fall
like a-
CD release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Track in the Fall.
That's
some
Endless
releases, some
Endless
shit.
Balance EP. That was called Endless Balance, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Where's this gonna be at?
The
Maywood.
Maywood.
Maywood. It's gonna be dope.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah,
Dude.
We'll be back.
And of course,
We'll be
Nova
back
Moore's
for it.
also.
Probably dead.
So yeah, those are our next 2 shows.
Yeah.
They'll be fun.
August
Come out, spend some time with us, give us hugs, high fives. We like all that shit.
Lots of hugs, lots of nuts.
Oh yeah, lots of good stuff.
Are you guys planning on doing a music video anytime? That just popped in my head.
We did kind of talk about it. I mean, of course, we gotta
Talked about it tonight, actually.
we gotta crunch numbers and reach out to who
Certain
we kind of want
people.
to do it. It'd be that ideally, but yeah, it'll.
You got ideas for them?
We're working on it.
Yeah, there's this cool chick, Sabrina Lee. She did Blackwater
dropped it.
Drowning's music video. She's really cool. I've seen a lot of her stuff recently, and but she's been busy as all get out. Which I mean, if you saw Blackwater Drowning's video, you saw how good that came out. So,
Is that the girl singer in the band?
Yeah, more.
But,
Yeah, shout out to Blackwater Drowning.
Yeah.
Those dudes and lady are sick.
Yeah, they
Charlotte.
are really good.
they're
Yeah.
from, well, they're not all from Charlotte. They're from
Yeah.
like the area, kind of like most people. You know what I mean? But that's their base.
Try and claim a bigger city so someone
Yeah.
actually knows where you are.
But yeah, Sabrina Lee was she's local, and I've seen some really cool stuff. So I hit her up myself, like just on a random day. I saw some stuff, and I was like, oh wow, hey, can you do this? She's busy, and I try not to hound people, about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I understand you can't fucking take on with so many projects. And then also we brought up Justin Reich too, which
Yeah, I mean that would just be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean his body of work and like the stuff he makes is it's incredible. So it'd be dope to, I mean, of course, not only have him working on it, but it would be cool to work with him as well. I mean, if possible, that'd be awesome.
yeah, that's a super awesome project. I'd love to do a video with that guy because it's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
That's because I know who it is, but I can't think of who's he worked with.
Oh
it's
jeez,
like
dude.
this
Plenty
little
of
band.
stuff. Yeah, I
There's-
mean he does a lot of stuff that's not music videos too. Like, and he does like documentary stuff. Like,
He's done
all
stuff
kinds of
with
things.
John in their previous band. I don't know if
Okay.
you saw their video. That was pretty wicked. That's the closest to us I can think of. But the dude's worked with like Ozzy and Zakk Wylde
That's
and like a bunch of other fucking. He is Legend too. I do believe he's done one of their videos, maybe even more than one.
because he's from North Carolina, right?
Right.
Uh,
Well, I don't know if he's from, but I think that's where he's
Yes.
based.
He's-
yeah.
In North Carolina.
Yeah.
But
That's not-
I mean, there's an endless list. I remember looking through some of the people that he's worked with, and I was just like, "Well, that's everybody," you know. But I can't really pick any more than those guys off the top of my head right at the moment. But he's done a lot, and dude has had some really awesome, like, ideas, and you can just tell he's a creative dude when it comes to that. So,
What do you guys have like concepts? Do you guys have a song that you want to do yet?
We were debating that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I talked about a couple, but
I mean,
I assume the song determines the concept for the music video. So
Would it be a new
Could
song,
be.
maybe,
a whole song?
maybe.
yeah, I mean,
well,
again,
actually, me and Patty were talking about that earlier, while the rest of the guys were out there talking about doing one of the songs off this album.
Mutiny.
But we're actually going back into the studio to do a couple of songs in September. So, Patty and us had the idea about maybe doing a video for a new song. But who knows, I don't think we've actually really sat down and discussed it,
Really, we've been playing these songs off this album for a long time.
Yeah.
So
'Cause-
it might be nice to do a video for a brand
Yeah,
new song.
we had some weird traction with the album release.
We wrote everything
And,
in like 4 months, started playing, and then a year later we put the album out, and now a year after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Se-
We
yeah
don't
September
have
will
to
be a
think about it,
year
so-
for the year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So-
we're just shy of a year
It's
on
time
it
for some
now.
new music,
Yeah.
Put something new out there. Give a different side to us.
I did until you said it. I didn't even think about how long, like you guys have been playing the music.
I didn't
And
know.
I was like,
Yeah,
sitting there, like,
I'm
You
You
proud.
don't, you don't,
oh, fuck.
you don't really think about how much it adds up. Like you write the songs and then, because I mean, a lot of us, I mean, we came up with recording when it wasn't as convenient and easy. So like, it's usually a little bit more of a process for us writing, but the jam style writing, it seems to work out a lot. Maybe not a lot better for us, but it has always worked for us. Like kind of throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. In nicer words.
We were just throwing shit at the wall.
Well, yeah, that riff was shit, but you know what? Keep it. It's good shit.
How many shows do you guys think you've played with those songs? 2 years?
Yeah,
Just
at
one.
least, man.
No,
At
because
least.
we see
Not all of them.
We wrote everything in a short period of time, and then we probably played out for what, a year and a half, and then
And then the studio process of actually recording
we
this
played
song.
them a lot.
That took a while too, because that was spaced out the way we did it. We recorded with Edward at first, doing all the recording, and I think if I remember right, it kind of just started out as when he was getting his traction as an engineer and a producer and stuff, and he was looking to kind of work us in to try his stuff out, and of course we just slowly just decided like, well, hey, why don't we just do an album's worth of stuff? We have the material. So we worked with Edward and recorded all that, and yeah, it took a while, but I mean it's a good process, of course, because recording's just fun.
But we did have a good time, and
Oh yeah,
getting in-
Love Edward.
Shout out to Edward.
what up,
Yeah.
Ed?
What up, Edward?
that dude's awesome.
Do you know Edward?
So
Patty?
jealous of his hair.
who are you talking about?
I didn't think so.
And we also
Never
did a bunch
met
of
him
work
in
with
his life.
Blackplate too.
Oh,
at the
Eddie
end.
Henson. He's gonna hate that. I can get away with it.
Eddie
I'm
Henson.
calling him
Oh,
Eddie.
dude, don't call
Buddy.
him.
Oh,
Sounds like an MMA
Yeah,
fighter.
everybody out there, don't call him Eddie Henson.
Or whatever. Wouldn't you say something like that? Like, you mind if I call you Ed or Eddie? Something. He was like,
No.
don't.
and he was dead serious. No.
Like, he was like,
Deadpan.
we were all like
Yeah.
tripping out, and he said he was like, just got to say like, nah.
I started calling him Eddie just because I was like, randomly just started. One day of recording, I'm like, just say something, Eddie, and I was like, and I just kept saying it, and at one point he just turned and looked at me like dead face, like, stop saying that.
Stop.
And
And I was like,
calling
fuck.
It's
And then I have to break it, and I'm like, I still slip up and call him Eddie every once in a while.
It's like, motherfucker.
Call me no stinking
Eddie
Eddie.
Money.
Eddie, buddy.
Now, what is this that's being thrown around right now?
It's a mushroom. It looks like a dick.
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
It's something I won in a crane game,
Why?
and I just kept it because it was hilarious looking.
It
So
kind
now
of
it's
looks like
now-
Kirby with a dickhead on the top of his
I
head.
think it is Kirby with a dickhead.
You tattooed Bill Murray on this motherfucker.
BM!
Oh shit. Here we go.
Buddy just saved my nuts. It was just about to hit me. But yeah, I'm obsessed with crane games. I really like playing them. They're fun.
With what games?
You know the crane games?
Oh,
50
okay,
Cent.
yeah.
Well, I guess the
I
claw,
never
the
watched
claw
it.
machine. Claw machine, I guess, would be a better
He's-
way to refer to it.
Who's good? You ain't good at it?
He got that little fucker out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
You
never
can't
got
see
nothing
it
out
because
of
you're just
Well, she
listening,
said.
but yeah,
Oh,
it's stuffed. I don't know, man. It's like a
It's
weird.
his dick.
It's just a weird thing.
It's a weirdo
Yeah.
mushroom thing. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? How you getting off with
Yeah,
that?
Buddy and Russell
Yeah.
are on the couch together. Should we call it a love seat? Would that
It's
be
a-
going
it's a
too
love
far?
seat. No, it's a love seat.
And Tanner just touched my
We're
leg.
sitting on it.
So
It's a love seat.
when he touches my leg, every seat is a love
I
seat.
can't believe
Let me
nobody
ask
sat in
y'all
my
a
lap
question.
yet.
How long, or how many times have y'all done the podcast? Like what number?
Yeah, what episode is this?
They'll ask a question.
21.
21.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
Time to drink.
It's legal now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's totally legal.
Totally fits us.
Someone is taking their pants off.
Theater of the mind.
Whoa, Nick.
I'm not even wearing pants. So
You know, none of us were gonna.
It's like, how
we
can I
were,
take
we
them
weren't gonna
off?
call attention to it. We just thought he was wearing the Emperor's new pants,
I mean,
made of the finest threads.
I always wondered how
Technically, you are
shorts
wearing pants.
got their name because they're shorter than pants. Like, it's
I
like
would say,
pants
yeah.
are pants,
It makes
and then
sense.
half of pants are
maybe
shorts.
like some kid went
Like,
to like church
that's-
one morning with hot water. Is just like
I don't
"Man,
even
tired of
know
these
how
hot
like,
water."
Like, who was the dude that was like, I'm gonna
Cut
cut
them down,
these?
make them
Now they're
shorter.
shorter. They're called shorts.
I bet the first dude that did shorts like got a lot of crap from his friends.
Oh yeah, they're like, dude, I can see your
what are
calves
you,
and your
some
knees.
sort of? Oh, are you some sort of Nancy? I can see your calves, you silly. Anyway,
When you think
Carson
George?
Jr.
You
just huge
fucking-
calves.
you
He's just like,
fucking
I gotta show
barbarian.
them off.
Yeah,
I got
get
big
picked
calves.
on
I
all
got
the
them.
time.
what if he just showed up in
Cut him off. He
capris?
just busted out of the jeans. He's like,
So like the first
Then you
guy
got
that invented
me
shorts was the Hulk.
making fun of him.
And a cut off
My
sleeve
calves. I'm
shirt.
like,
It's
no,
like
no,
extra
dude.
redneck.
You can't wear
You
those.
know what
That's
I mean?
right,
that's
right.
devil shit right there.
Those guys with chicken legs were like, nope.
You can hear two
No.
conversations.
Don't want
No,
to
you
see this
can't.
shit.
Seriously, we have
Yeah,
to.
we got two more.
Alright,
Two
alright,
conversations.
alright.
Alright.
Back on track.
So yeah, this is the 21 episode, 21st episode, and this is through all this time.
Make sure we
Just in
say
case you
that.
forgot what you were listening to.
Mushroom dickhead character in the room with us.
Selfless promotion here.
Yeah,
It's kind of hot in here.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
Do you
you're hearing.
Do you only practice here during at night? Because
Yeah.
I would
Just
not
about.
want to
We
practice
play-
during the
We
day.
play in the day sometimes, depending on what time
Have
we get
we?
here. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Saved his life.
It does get hot as balls in here, as you see. We have fans strategically positioned throughout.
I mean, I'm already sweating balls. So
I mean, it's a good. I mean, it's good practice because I mean the stage is never
Kinda
cold.
fast,
So I mean, it's good to
Slightly
kind of get
obese
used to
in
being
here.
warm while we play,
Team B, baby.
and stinking.
We need some can lights in here. You get the real
The
deal.
real
effect.
deal.
There's the occasional time where we'll turn the lights out and put the strobes on and just have epilepsy.
Get
I mean,
weird.
but shit, though, like in the
I thought you were
winter
gonna
time,
say
though,
something
it's
else.
still
No,
fucking cold as
I just
shit,
think
you
it.
know what I mean? Like you have to keep that door shut, or else, like, I mean, you know how it is around here anyway. In wintertime, you know, the fucking wind blows like a motherfucker. In the summertime, you can't fucking buy a breeze. You know. So.
But it's it's not a. Did Buddy just catch a bug?
Did you just catch a cricket?
He's a ninja.
Buddy just caught a cricket.
Speaking of a cricket.
Oh, I wonder if that was the same
Son of
cricket.
a bitch that was
Okay,
here the other
so
night.
me and
Oh
Patty,
my
me and
God.
Patty were in here the other day. There was a
How
cricket
many
in
more?
here, or maybe next door, the loudest cricket I've ever heard. I had headphones in, blasting music, and I could still hear this cricket. And like anytime you'd go look for him, he would be quiet. He was very smart. I'm hoping that was the one Buddy just
I
got.
hope he fucking died. I hope he didn't get out of line. Shit.
Just a
What was
cricket,
the one
man.
we
Jesus.
said- Was that at the studio?
What if it
the
was
other night?
Jiminy?
Where we were
Your
like,
conscience, man.
we were like jamming out and like stepping all around him, and he made it. That was at the studio. That cricket.
Oh, he was enjoying it, I
He
guess.
did. He kept coming back. Like
That is a deaf ass cricket.
he
That's all I
never
can
got
say.
stepped on that.
That motherfucker is not hearing shit
I mean,
right.
What,
His
I mean,
chirps are out.
I mean,
all
is that
out
a
of pitch
critique?
shit.
Is it a critique of our sound? Like, we finish playing and you just hear, like, oh, tough crowd. It's like, no, I'm supposed to do that. I'm a cricket.
Cricket. That's how I applaud. Chirp, chirp, chirp. That's fucked up. Just
All
imagine a cricket trying to applaud at a show. It's like, that's terrible.
Doesn't he have hands like T-Rex? I mean,
He just
Wait, is that a prank,
rubs his
man?
legs on his head.
Where's that cricket at right now?
He's outside. Jesus Christ.
Hopefully running a wireless company.
probably gotta taste a little bit of antifreeze outside out there in the street.
Oh, did you taste the puddle outside?
Jesus.
It's a good puddle.
That's why you're
So-
sweating.
Yeah.
So
Direct this
He's
shit.
like, "Let me
Captain
try to
Tanner, direct
direct
this
this
shit.
can't direct shit. You guys said September going back in,
Yeah. That's what we're
Blackwood?
planning. Yep.
or
I think it's like late September, right?
Yeah, late September, going back to Black Plate.
nice.
Yeah,
How many songs?
I think
You know
we're hoping to do 3. I guess it just depends. We've got one solid, pretty much finished song, and we've got, I would say, 3 or 4 like skeletons, shit that we've got progress on. So we're aiming for 3. If we have to do less, we will. If we have to do more, I don't know if we can. We'll see. But yeah, three's the target.
I really like that chorus. I turned that chorus tonight. I like
course.
the
The one we were just playing.
Oh, yeah.
yes, yeah, the one
That's
that I
oh,
caught.
That's like an old news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Patty was saying.
Yeah.
I like turned, like it hit the chorus. I turned and looked at Nick. I'm like,
Really, we haven't messed with that in a long time, and because of that, Russell has taken bits and pieces out of the song and put them into other songs. So now we got to be working.
Well, I mean, we
it's
sat
not
on
bad
that
thing
for forever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
We hadn't played that.
I thought we weren't gonna go back to it because every time it came up, that's why it's red at the top.
It's been beat to death.
God, sometimes have you ever considered doing a video aspect to the podcast? 'Cause
Man, so much shit would make sense.
it's
like this would be a really ridiculous video, but
there's
God, I feel like
yeah.
they're missing out on so
There's
much, yet
supposed
also
to be.
so little.
There's supposed to be video with it. There
Turn
just
the dick
isn't
into a
yet.
butt.
We will get there. We'll get there. All right. It was supposed to be episode 1. Didn't work out that way.
Spit on it.
Oh man. Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight, dude. What do you
yeah.
think of the practice space?
Yes.
I like it.
It is a locker.
It's like Cribs.
we did-
You want to do a Cribs episode?
There's one wall. There's another wall. There's our decapitated Def Leppard drummer in the back. Oh God, what's his name, Pat? I always forget it. Decapitated Def Leppard homie back there.
Oh,
Rick.
God. What's
Rick
his name?
something.
Rick something.
It's Rick.
Rick Leopard.
Never going to Wrong Rick.
What is it?
Damn,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
Yeah, anyway, guy from Def Leppard. He's back there. He always watches over us.
Son of a bitch.
Should've called-
Charles Chuck Rue turned the lights off on him during his speech at NAMM.
Oh, like the actual guy.
Yeah, the actual.
Serious?
Shout out to Charles. Turn the lights out on
A
people.
room
Playing
full
a
of
mean
very,
piano.
like a vast crowd,
Huge
of very
crowd.
important people, and yet he leaned up against the wrong wall that night.
It just
Damn.
click.
That's not, no, he's already got one arm, man. He ain't gonna fucking interrupt.
Now he's
you.
got
Now,
no
now he's
lights.
got one arm and no
Yeah.
lights.
Dude, one time at work, I accidentally cut the bathroom lights out for a second when like customers were in there.
Hey, I'm in here.
I was cutting all the other lights, and I accidentally hit that. I was like, "Oops!" and then I
do
ran
that
away
shit
from the panel
all
because I didn't want to
the
be
time
blamed.
At Lowe's, man. It'll be like lunchtime, and there's 8 people in there shitting. And I just go in, I'm like, I'm just going to wash my hands. And then I always hit the light switch. And it's I fuck with those people all the time, man.
What
If you've ever been in Lowe's and the lights just cut out on you, that was me.
Why
Man,
did you do
is the statute of
This is
limitations
hilarious,
going up
dude.
on this?
They all start bitching, and I just hear it on the way out, like, ah.
Easy,
leave them off?
Just leave
You
it
leave
off.
him off too?
You leave it off.
Just fucking turn it off. Look, there's this one Lowe's I think they
Dickhead.
caught on because they put a little clear box over the switch.
You caused change.
So I think that they know. I'm talking about you, Lowe's and Nightdale, the same ones that accused me of stealing.
So are you taking out the false accusations of you stealing on random customers? Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Like, they had to buy that plastic box, man. They had to spend money. Yeah, see.
I'm having way too much fun with this
Teach me.
mushroom dip.
Change from within, Will.
Way too much fun with this mushroom.
Russell,
You don't
you've
understand how
changed.
much of a part of this experience he is.
I did actually.
It's very much a part of the experience.
And that's number 2. That's number 2. Log
There's
it.
actually 3. I think
Oh.
Buddy got the.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get a second one in? Oh
Yeah.
man! All right, so we're 3 deep.
Really?
No
he's
one's
been
happy
here
with
through
that,
all
really.
time.
Also,
We got-
what she said.
No one.
Ha!
3D.
That was the cricket one.
Yeah.
3 deep.
Wu-Tang.
Hey, diversify your bond.
We cannot get a solid thought in between the five.
We are-
How do
we
how
are
do
just
write
very
music
ADD.
together. I have no idea.
It's like the one thing we can do together.
It's a bunch of ADD. People are gonna listen to shit and like, man, these motherfuckers.
Just imagine, like you're just in the
Yep.
room with us.
Yep,
that's
that's
all it
right.
is. You're in the room with through all this time. Like this is what it is, really. Like this is not much different than what you'll get. Actually, there's a little more organization because you guys are here. Like
Yeah.
I mean, this is essentially what it is to hang out with us. And we're glad you guys are here, man. You guys are
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks for doing this on a Monday.
Everyone,
night.
everyone out there
Cool.
listening,
It's
just start
fucking
clapping for
Yeah,
Tanner
it's
and Nick.
I know it was a weeknight.
Just start
Thank you for
clapping
doing that.
out there.
You can keep chanting. Don't stop.
No one was chanting except me. So.
He said he was talking about a bad cow. Who fucking-
Talking about chanting Tatum.
Ooh.
Ew.
What songs did you end up doing at Black Lake?
Oh, we did. Was it Abyss? No.
No, it was Rocket Rancher
Take
and
Me to the Step.
Take Me to the Step.
Take me to.
Yeah, Take Me to the Stowe was the main one. Then we did Rocket after it. Stowe was definitely the one we wanted to do. It's just a fun song. It's just
And we
great,
got done with that
great
about
opening
3.
line if you've heard it.
Was it like 3:30 something when we got done with that? And then they were like, "You guys want to do another song?"
Like,
Oh, shit.
like we could kind of feel it on both sides. Like everyone was like, "Well, we kind of do, but it's also 3 in the morning."
Been
But
drinking
we're
since
set up,
noon.
so
Yeah. Not that
and
long,
I mean,
but
we did want to
maybe
do it.
5.
So I mean, it,
since 9
You
in the
did,
morning.
yeah. That was a long day for you.
Yeah. I've been kayaking earlier that day.
That's right. We had a chance to sober up and then get there.
Jumping off
I
cliffs.
started drinking whenever I got there. It was like
Driving.
6:40 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up with this
Ended
huge
up
gap
leaving at fucking
in between
7.
the start and the finish. It was just like, fucking A, this is long. Well, I mean, I think I got there at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Hey.
can I get that isolated? Thank you.
Fucking A, this is long.
But yeah, I got there at like 7:30 or something. These guys had already been there for an hour, 2 hours or some shit like that. And they just fucking, I hate all of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. You will never get away with anything around us. If you slip up and say anything remotely jump onable, we will. Like it is hyena season.
Oh yeah, I mean, we talked shit to you for months. Remember that thing that happened 3 months ago? Fuck you. You called me.
And we remember. We always remember.
Into the trash can.
Bullshit.
Colby!
Well, it wasn't even close.
Colby.
You know, not even close.
What are you talking about, cheese?
Colby Jack.
That was more like rap.
You suck.
Yeah, like you.
Fucking
man.
stupid ass memes. That meme of the dude with the trash can is just like the white dude at the desk. Colby! That shit cracked me.
Classic.
Uh,
Classic.
Every time I miss a shot, that's the first thing that pops in my head.
I just think of that one Chappelle show. He throws the condom. Kobe.
Was that a sex contest?
Yeah.
But by the way, if anyone out there is in any group chats, if it's anything like ours, it devolves into Dave Chappelle and Chappelle Show gifts within like I don't know 5 messages. Like it always gets back to it. There's just there is a Chappelle Show GIF for everything. And by the way, in my opinion, it is GIF, not GIF. GIF sounds stupid. It would be a J.
What the fuck?
Controversial
Yes.
opinion. You know the animated
peanut
picture.
butter.
Yeah, GIF is
it's a
peanut
GIF.
butter. GIF is.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
get
mean, I know it's was it graphical information.
J is GIF.
Yeah.
Good
Format, yeah.
GIF GIF. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, apparently even the guy that created it says it's GIF, but I disagree with him. And I think he might be dead, so... what has he got to say on it? Make a GIF about it.
Make a GIF about the dude that created GIFs.
Lord
Man,
have mercy.
Is that too deep?
Oh,
Buddy's over here trying to blast
yeah,
people with bottles. Good job. That was a terrible shot, though.
Shut your fucking mouth.
We love each other, don't worry. It's tough love.
It's broken.
It's more tough than love.
Have you guys been playing that new song that you got? Because I think you guys played it at one show.
Alright, so that's not going to be a first out of this now.
Yeah. We're probably gonna retool that song,
Okay,
which
okay.
we actually didn't even play the whole thing at the show. I think we left out a part or two. I mean, not by mistake or anything.
courtesy of Patty. I'm just saying.
But I mean, we played a little bit. I mean, we're probably gonna retool the song a little bit. You know,
I love you, dog.
God, it's just
It's not working.
He's just not shooting. He's trying to shoot the cap at something, and Rhett just hit him in the balls with it. That was a good shot.
Get me right between them.
Love that, bro.
Cover him up, buddy.
Love
But we're not far away from playing a new song, I think. I really want to put something new in the set, and I think we all do. It's time.
We worked on some stuff for a while, but, you know, chemistry sometimes can be a problem when you're writing music, you know. I think maybe some of the time with Josh we had a little bit of issue writing because we're coming from like some different places and different times, because we had been writing and recording a whole bunch, and you know, he jumped in. I don't think he was doing too much before, you know, but what?
I don't know. Nick and Pat are back there laughing about some stupid shit. Pat's on his phone. So he's
Throw
probably.
me off.
You don't even.
Getting
We can't even have a serious conversation.
We
But
wrote
no, I
a
mean-
couple of songs in that, but we drug our feet on a lot of that shit because we were trying to. It's hard adapting somebody to your music and your style. It really is,
And-
man.
and
it's one of the most difficult things you can fucking do as a band.
And
You know, to have a new member come in and then to play it absolutely perfect, exactly like the old guy. That ain't gonna happen.
and while
That's not
still
gonna fucking
like while trying to pick up the old shit while still trying to write new stuff, like sometimes it's like you have to concentrate more on getting the songs that are already written done, and we couldn't focus as much as we wanted on the writing part. Like I said, we have some stuff that we were working on, and we just once Buddy came back, we wanted to work on some other stuff, and I mean, we're gonna get to them. We're probably gonna retool those songs, and if we don't use the whole thing, it may take pieces out and rework them, because I mean, I think there's some really good stuff in there that we were writing. So I mean, I hate to abandon anything that sounds good or that we feel good about.
I mean,
And
we
just-
like
and
those songs.
we can get some new spin on it.
I came back, we're starting from scratch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're just gonna
Scratch
redo the
the
first
entire
album.
album.
First album
The
doesn't
album,
count.
Not playing it
Well, I'm
anymore.
done. That's why I left in the first place.
It's retired.
God.
Fuck that.
Oh!
You hear the real shit tonight.
Damn!
Buddy speaks.
You're welcome.
But I mean, it's good to have Buddy back. We never wanted him to leave. Like sometimes life gets in the way, and you gotta handle your shit. And we were happy to have Josh. He was a great dude. Fun guy, good to be around. Like much respect, much love.
Hell of a
But
guitar
we're back.
player.
Hell of a guitar
of a
player.
guitar
But I mean, we're back on the track that I think we started on initially, and I think that's where we want to be. And we'll work from there and work on, getting new songs and just tatting it up. I don't know. I got nothing at the end of this. God, someone save me. Jesus, talk.
We're doing the thing though, man. We're playing
All eyes
shows and fucking just having a good time. Though. That's the main thing. Like for us, the studio time is awesome, and there's people in our band that are really good in the studio. Myself though, I love the live stuff. That's where I enjoy my time in the band the most. So. The studio is difficult for a singer, especially like I'm not amazing and shit. Like I'm not classically trained and none of that. And trying to recreate harmonies and stuff like that sometimes in the studio. It's frustrating as shit. And I'm a standalone guy in the band. I don't have anybody fucking backing me up live and like, you know, it's
He acts like we don't support him.
no, it's difficult to get like to do that stuff in the studio. It's not ever really going to be repeated live.
Well, you don't ever think about it. You have to think of two different ways. Because you got to think like, okay, this is how the recording is going, but I can't do that live.
Yeah.
So I'm just you have to add all these elements.
Well,
So
I mean,
there's-
like John said from Black Plate, you know what I mean? And he has a great point. Like, when you're in the studio, you want to use every bit of your all your tools, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to say, well, we can't do that live. Well, why not put it on the fucking album, though? I mean, you're still playing it, you know what I mean? It's just making it a different aspect of it, you know what I mean? And like, I totally got that, you know, why wouldn't you want to use everything and make it sound like really good? It's like, of course, playing it live, you know what I mean? You're not going to play it exactly to the T, because who wants to fucking see that, you know what I mean? Like, you still want to show.
Yeah, you're just
live,
watching
you know
someone
what I mean?
play their album.
Like, people that play like to the click track and all that shit, that's fucking dope. That they're killer at it. But you know what I mean? Like, bands like we don't never really play to a click track, and you know, it's just like a raw feel, you know, and we think it gives a better live performance, you know what I mean? Not, like I said, not dissing anybody else, but it's, you know, it's just fun, you know. What are you thinking, motherfucker? Chime in.
I was just gonna point out you said raw feel.
Totally,
See?
yeah.
We get on like a good subject, buddy.
Just throw it, derail the fuck out of it.
God.
Oh my god. This is what band
But I mean,
practice
that's the thing too. Like a lot of, I mean, like in studio and on albums and stuff, or you know, recorded songs. A lot of the intricacies that you'd have in the mix, most of the time in a live setting, you wouldn't be able to hear them anyway. You know, they're so subtle and nuanced that it's not going to be like if you're missing it live, it's not going to change the tone of what you're doing. Like you're still you're still keeping the core foundation of it together. So I mean, yeah, I mean, people who use tracks, cool, man. Like. It's awesome. Like hell, I mean, we use them a little bit for KTC some, and it's a fun endeavor, man. It's cool having everything just programmed, ready to go on time, man. It's awesome. But there's also something to be said for just having that live raw feel to it. Easy, like you know, what I mean,
Baby, I like it raw.
You're allowed to go, you know, maybe a little faster in a part than you normally would, or a little slower. You know, just if the night or the feeling dictated it. You're not tethered to a quick track. I mean, there's positives and cons of everything, of course. We're doing potato chip ASMR now. Because that's gross.
Do not put it in your ass, Will, please.
Assmar. It sucks to your assmar.
Stops right there. Continues. Whatever Tanner's about to say. He don't respect he's about to say something.
It was, maybe. Maybe I lost it. Maybe.
Don't jump
This
in here.
happens- No, this happens often where I'm like, oh, I got something. Then I'm like, oh shit.
You ever have like a good
I
thing,
don't-
but then you don't want to interrupt what they're saying. You're like, oh, I'll remember.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
then
no, I
a
won't.
low point comes. You're like,
No, I won't.
what was that thing?
I don't
Well,
know.
You guys got
Never
anything
remember.
else?
It's the same thing where you're like,
What
when you
got
wake
for us?
up in the middle of the night and you got something in your head,
Oh yeah.
you're never gonna remember it.
Oh, every time
Never
you
gonna
tell
remember
yourself,
it.
like, I will remember in the morning.
Yeah.
You will
You gotta
not.
write it down.
If you do,
Well-
I mean, more power to you. You must be some sort of freak.
Wizard.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, you'll remember in the morning. Sure, go ahead, try it. Promise you it'll not work.
Dreams are fucking strange. I had one recently where it was like, it was so real for what I was doing. Like, I got up and I had just gone into my kitchen and fed my dogs and like made coffee and was hanging out. And then I woke up and hadn't done any of that shit. And I was like, damn, that was so fucking real. That was weird as fuck. I mean, it was
Like,
really not significant about anything.
Mundane dreams can be the weirdest because, I mean, if it very closely parallels your, like, real life, like, it's even harder to, I mean, if you have any of the lucidity in it, like, it'd be even harder to tell, like, that it's not reality, you know what I mean?
I think Nick wanted to say something.
No.
But hey, how's it been for you coming back and
It's weird, man.
writing new music?
It's so weird.
So good.
It's so weird.
What's weird about it?
It's just not used to it, man.
He's got to get his buddy's body.
All right, now
Pause.
buddy. What do you mean it's weird?
Okay, buddy.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Let's
What do you
unpack
mean?
this.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I wanna unpack this.
All right, so anyway,
Like a suitcase.
no, it's good. It's good. I'm really happy to be back. I hate I had to leave in the first place, or felt like I had to leave. I didn't really have to leave, but that's what I thought was the right thing to do at the time. But you know, time went on and something was missing in my life. I hit up Rhett and stayed in contact with everybody after I left the band. I'm glad I did. You know, all you guys are family to me, so I feel like nothing's changed, man. I mean, of course we're getting better and writing new stuff, so I'm just ready to see where the future takes us.
It did feel kind of like that, where we like it felt like no time passed really. Like, you know, like when you come back to something familiar, like, oh, all right, cool. Like no awkward like feet shuffling, everyone looking at the ground, like none of that. It was nice.
I don't think that
Pretty awkward.
any of us are like super hardcore grudge holders. So like none of these guys. Well, I don't know. You might.
Man,
They hated me, man. They didn't even put my name on the album.
Yes, we did.
he got an additional credit.
Totally there.
That
It's totally on there.
was
Extra guitar.
It's like additional guitars or additional recordings, something like that. Which like if you have like that's of course you know the first run of the album, which we will you know switch it up because I mean we put Josh in there under the thing because you know that was the current lineup, that was you know the reasoning behind it. But on the next press, you know, of course, we'll have Buddy in there. So if you have one of the first ones, you have a special edition. Ta-da! Enjoy, losers. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. I was talking to the people in the room, actually.
What room?
Where are we?
I don't know.
The internet.
We're actually in the internet.
We're actually
We're
a bunch
ones
of
and
zeros and
zeros.
ones right now.
That batch of ones and zeros going in your ears, that's us. By the way, there's also a can of Pringles in here that is not, doesn't have a chance.
You remember them pretzels, motherfucker?
This is revenge for the
Hold
pretzel.
up.
If anybody brings food in here, it's over.
This is funny. Hold up. Tell them about the pretzels,
Alright,
though.
yeah, so Buddy comes back.
It's
like,
first practice.
I'm like, yeah, like first, maybe second practice.
No, it was the first.
It wasn't the first? Okay.
Yep.
Joey, do you want to talk about it or should the guy who
Well, he
ate
doesn't
most of
have
your
much to
pretzels
say. I left pretzels. I came back. There weren't any goddamn pretzels. That's
It was
the
like,
story.
I mean, that's Buddy's perspective.
It was huge. It was fucking huge.
Like, it was probably like a Costco size thing of pretzels.
jar of just pretzels.
They're peanut butter filled pretzels. They were fucking delicious. And I ate a lot of them.
All
just
5 of them I
demolished
had
them.
were great.
Look.
Thanks.
He came back to the next practice expecting to see it. Like, it's all gone.
Hold on. I do wish you guys had some visual on this because they sent me a picture that night of them
Like,
holding the thing, eating fucking pretzels, like, say bye to these.
It's like 1:30 in the morning. We're like, oh god,
crushing them.
I'm full. Like, I ain't even.
Very first practice back.
Ate all this shit. Like, that's what you get for eating.
that was the welcome back initiation. We're gonna eat all your
Eat
food.
all your pretzels.
I guess I should have put my name on that, huh?
We couldn't have touched it then. Like, oh damn, he's microwaving fish again. No.
Don't make me open this can of tuna.
That's the callback from before the podcast started. So it means nothing.
I will open a can of tuna in here.
It's pronounced whoop-ass.
Oh, Lordy.
Who's mumbling over there?
Man, when we first started jamming at the other spot in Cary, there were nights where we could not even fucking stand up straight. We were laughing so hard. Jesus Christ, man. What was that when you fucking did the roundhouse shit on?
That was here.
That was
right
here.
when
Was
we
that
got
here?
here.
No, that was at the other
No,
spot.
it was here.
Are you sure?
When we
I
first moved in.
swear I thought that happened at the other spot. Yeah, dude.
was awesome.
I
You
could
can't
have
just
sworn
say
that
that
happened.
and then not tell the story.
Yeah. Just blue ball you.
Instead of a kick, you just cock both legs and shit in somebody's face.
Guess who the recipient of that
They're hanging
was?
out. He just like rose up, jumps like
Does a
looks like-
360.
like Liu Kang just
Dude, both ass cheeks touched his nose.
like just crop dusted me with the elegance of a ballet dancer. Like it was both so offensive and just admirable, kind of.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I couldn't be mad.
Dude, how did you
I mean,
jump? How did the fart not
timing.
go at the takeoff? Like that's I'd have been like,
It's
"What?"
called asshole control.
Whatever. He
Takes a
jumps,
real good
does
asshole.
a full spin in midair, just like squeaks it out.
It's way more accurate than crop dusting. It's like being spray painted.
It's like it was
You
a
got
moving
tagged.
sniper. It was a 360 no scope. He 360 no scope on an ass fart.
Speaking of first spot where we jammed at, we give a shout out to Kiss the Curse, which Patty was playing there.
Yeah.
Everybody in that band, cause like
And
they actually let us like borrow their practice spots on Monday nights and let us jam
And their equipment.
and yeah. Well, maybe.
but he's like, well, I use their equipment. Newsflash.
He comes across his face.
But yeah,
Yeah,
was
way-
really
No one
knew
we
about
was
that.
jammed there for how long though? Like it was months.
Yeah,
and
we were. I think we were using 2112 at first.
No,
They
not
started
with
getting-
them.
Did we not?
No, we
Okay.
never used 21, so that was enemy.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had still used that
Nah,
spot
fucking how you did.
when we started. Oh man!
Get some!
God, that was the
Yeah,
hardest
we
thing
get
to
to
make
know
in there.
well
dude.
What?
Fucking Pringles
That's
can.
right. That's right.
Yeah, Rhett's excited because I was giving him so much shit about him not being able to hit the trash can with everything.
I mean, I've seen you stand a foot away from that trash can and miss it.
I mean,
You know
it's
what?
embarrassing, Rat.
You know
really.
what? I didn't listen to that time. So,
That's a
Oh, I thought
cool
it was a
thing.
booger.
it was a fucking glass 40. Cold! Like, look out! Look out! Holy shit!
That'd be nice.
Oh man. These fucking guys.
And
He gonna get it smacked back.
wow. You can't see it, but I am close to the trash can, and I do not want to get pegged by a giant glass bottle.
You better watch out, Sally.
Going upside that head.
That's bad. Do you have any idea what that
No.
was about?
No.
Oh, that's a great video. I don't even know what you would you look.
He starts
Just
talking
type in
about
free
rehab.
base cocaine.
He
Oh,
starts
yeah.
talking about he went to rehab and he cleaned up.
Yeah.
He's like, I do not freebase cocaine.
And then he
And
gives
that's how it starts.
A
And
whole
then he
lot of
just-
reasons why he freebases cocaine. I mean,
Basically.
But he
Spoiler
starts talking about
alert,
everybody got
man.
cleaned up and shit, and dude, it just goes. And the look on his face too is just so. That makes it. You got to see it.
Does he have a mullet?
No, but he had this curly kind of top going on.
A mustache?
Kind of had like a old Conway Twitty.
He looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Conway
yeah,
Twitty.
yeah.
That's exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
and it does look. I mean, it looks like an older video, like a VCR quality. For anyone out there who doesn't know what a VCR is, that's what we played videotapes in,
Yeah.
old people style.
Brad had to rewind that shit.
Have you seen Stranger Things? They probably have VCRs.
Beta
Yeah.
machines also probably.
Beta.
Oh, Betamax.
30.
No, I don't.
45.
30?
It was before VCR.
He's 45, right?
Yeah.
Betamax.
They were pretty. I tell you what, I think they play a lot better.
So it was a max beta?
Uh,
A max
I always thought
beta?
Max Beta.
Max
What are you
beta?
talking about?
Fucking
I have
geek.
No, man. Some
I'm-
kind of
I'm-
fucking.
Size of
Beta.
a
Just
birthday.
whispering.
Made a back?
Betamax.
Yeah, that.
y'all are way too far away from.
I know.
the
Thank you,
microphone.
hear me.
I see
You guys are not engaging in the
You've
conversation.
been
You're
backed
having your
off
own.
so far.
You're not.
I had the hiccups. I didn't want that to be in the microphone, okay? I'm really self-conscious about it.
Your hiccups?
You know, I hear standing on your head and drinking water is a good cure for that. Can we do that? Can you do that?
Oh, dude,
You want to?
I mean, it's only
So,
for us, really.
you got to do this from a glass. But this dude showed me this
Oh,
It fucking
God,
creeped
please-
me out because it totally works.
Please tell me Russell's
It's
gonna
worked
choke.
every single time. So you drink from a glass, you pour the water in the glass, and you turn upside down.
And you know what happens? It goes up your nose, and then
And
it
you
goes
drink like that.
everywhere.
Oh, he did it.
I'm not kidding you.
It
And you
doesn't
put it in a glass and you do it. And fucking A if it doesn't work. Like every time I've ever had the hiccups
Somebody
when I've
not
done
You
that.
feel
Slap you in the
so
back of the
stupid
neck.
after doing that, you forget you've had the
Yeah.
hiccups.
You're like the little dippy bird.
Up your nose.
Like
I
that.
didn't pour it up my nose. You just drink it upside down like that.
And it works.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
weird. I'm gonna try
Swear
it,
to
but
God.
that's weird.
But it
Hold
only
my
works in
breath.
a cup. It doesn't work if you do it out of a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Holding my breath.
Just a
Turn it up
cup.
your
Wow.
butthole.
Just pour it up your nose.
Yeah.
Just a cup.
Free base
From your
water.
butthole.
Oh yeah, by the way, I looked it up. You just
Sure,
search "I
man.
do not
Butt chug.
freebase cococaine." That's all you gotta do. It's a great video.
I never really want to get drunk.
I do
Let's
not
go get some
freebase
airplane bottles
cocaine.
and butt chug them, guys.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the name of the video, but I also don't.
Quotation marks.
Quote, I do not freebase quote. Damn it! You got me, Tanner. It's quotations. I do not freebase cocaine. Quotation mark.
Are you still talking about that, Will?
I was-
Jesus Christ, we've already ADD'd our way out.
I know, ADD back real quick. It's A doubled back.
A-double-D.
Uh,
Was there
Yeah.
any
Well,
more important questions?
damn, he's keeping you on task, Tanner.
Keep you in check, man. What have y'all been listening
Is
to?
taking over.
Right.
It's like you were worried. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not sure where that was going.
I've been listening to I'm old school, so I'm listening to Pandora instead of fucking Spotify like
You're
everybody
so
else.
cool. Yeah.
I know, I'm fucking awesome. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Hey.
I've been listening to. Yeah,
Dark.
there you go.
Oh,
I've been
dark.
listening to Black Map. It's the guitar player of Dredge. I've been listening to their channel. Man, that fucking band is killer, man. It's like a straight rock. They play a lot of damn Queens of the Stone Age, which is the fucking shit.
Hell yeah.
A lot of Highly Suspect, Chevelle. You know, just straight rock bands. Like, it's good to listen to that shit. You know, I love metal, but damn.
I listen to a lot of rock too, man.
Yeah.
Highly Suspect is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are
It's a
fucking
great
killer,
band,
man.
dude.
They are.
It's crazy. I like that bleak optimism in that type of music. That's the thing, because it sounds kind of happy at points, but it's not talking about good shit.
No.
Like, dude, that song Serotonia, he's like, I wish that everyone I knew was dead so that I never had to pick up the phone.
Yeah, he said lay
okay.
around all day and masturbate. It's like,
Yeah,
all right.
dude.
Hey,
But
cool. Whatever.
He gets into this cool groovy thing, and he's just got this cool way of singing it.
Look at it. They're like looking at each other. I'm like,
Like
it's
they're
a little
judging.
sexual, but
And every
Not
time
quite
my
sure
knee
what's
starts
going
shaking, his knee starts shaking.
Yeah,
and then
dude.
when I stop,
he
he
stops
stops.
it. Hey, Patty, he likes
There's
you.
a connection.
He likes you.
I like everybody.
Yeah.
Some people I like more.
Speaking of
the
past,
knees are going again.
Really?
Is there like
Speaking
a
of
barrier we can put up for him? So they can go behind?
A barrier? I know a couple of them.
We could put a John Barrier up there for him, and it'll just.
oh,
I don't know if you want a more lower end barrier, you can go with the Justin.
Was that
barrier.
another cricket? Was that another cricket joke? Another dad
Gotta
dad
do
joke.
like some type of hairstyle.
see how
Is there anybody
See
anybody
how
else want to
quickly
weigh
that
in on
was
Nick's
derailed?
question? What you've been listening to?
Yeah, but
I've been listening to Frontierer a lot. They're
It's just-
really crazy cool.
What do they sound like?
I don't know. It's kind of like if, I guess in my brain, if Dillinger and like the Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza kind of had a weird little kid. And I mean, it's dope. It's chaotic. It's heavy. It's real screamy. Trying to think what else I've been listening to. I mean, honestly, I don't listen to a lot of music a lot of the time. Listen
You're
to a lot of
a liar.
podcasts and like comedy stuff. I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. But
Favorite comedian?
favorite comedian? Oh boy.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh god, that is.
Don't
Oh,
get us
boy.
started on that. No, shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a
there's
tough
there's
question,
lot,
man.
There's
That
a lot
is
of
a
comedy
tough
that gets
one.
tossed around in here.
I mean, I can name a couple of my favorites. Like, I mean, Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. That he was awesome. I mean, I still like Louis. I think Louis great. I mean, we won't get into all that. Of course,
we spent 2 hours looking
Oh.
for that donut joke.
Oh yeah,
That night in Fayetteville or Wilmington.
of course, Dave Chappelle. Of course.
Don't send it out like a coin slot. Send it out whole.
Like a smoke ring. You got a lovely face and tits to match. Is it so bad that I notice? Not a naughty boy unless you want me to be getting dirty, pissing in the fountain of you, bitch.
Okay, so you got shows. Got these 2 upcoming shows. Anything else in the books?
I think we
Yeah,
have
we've
something
got
in
some other
September,
stuff.
right?
We've got September 13th at Clayton Beverage.
Yeah.
We've got October 4th at the Maywood. And then, yeah.
Do we have something in late October? Everyone scramble to the schedule.
I know that we
Do
definitely
it.
have October 4th down. What's with ATF?
Yep. That'd be at the Maywood too.
Yeah.
And then the 5th we have the Blind Tiger show, right? Greensboro.
That's still kind of in the making.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
pretend
that's a
didn't say it.
solid or not.
I didn't say it.
Scratch that. Reverse it.
You guys. Okay, so you guys did like that Cane Hill show. Did you guys do? Was that Crank It Loud?
No, that
No,
was
that one-
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you done any other like? Because I'm assuming that was like a sell tickets one.
Yeah.
Have you guys done any other ones like that?
36 Crazy Fist. That was an awesome
Yeah.
show.
That was great. That was a great show.
We've been kind of chill on the pay-to-play stuff.
Like, I mean, if the right opportunity comes up, I mean, and, you know, if we feel like we could actually convince people that like us to go listen to this band, cool, yeah. But, I mean, if not, you know, strategically, probably best to dodge it.
I was gonna ask what do you guys think about the selling tickets thing?
Well, keeping it local, man, in my opinion, is a good idea for a while. You know, like really kind of work at getting good in front of your local audience, like people that are going to be around all the time. Because when you pay to play and you try to get in front of other audiences that don't really know you and stuff, that connection can sometimes be cool, I'm sure, but it seems weird. Like you meet a lot of people that you don't know, but then if you haven't really set a foundation in your local scene, and then all you do is pay to play, like you're not really creating concrete fans or something. You get what I mean?
No, I feel like you can get some more fans, but the like risk reward of it all.
Yeah.
I feel like the fans that you get don't really they're not coming out to you. Like maybe occasionally, like I know we had 2 guys that we played with Doyle, and I don't know. I guess we really impressed these 2 guys. They ended up coming to the rest of our shows. I think they've been to every show since. But like, it's like
Sometimes you get that hardcore
you think about
fan
how
out of it.
many about how many tickets you have to sell for that, and like versus just like maybe they'll just come to a local show.
Yeah.
And maybe
See,
give them that
and
way.
not-
Like,
And on another note, though, not to take it away from those fans, because I mean that's pretty fucking cool. Like
Yeah,
they see
yeah.
you for the first time. Like hell, like we actually had the same kind of encounter when we played local 506 in Chapel Hill. I did say that right.
Yeah, that was the empty show.
Yeah, like our homegirls, Talon and Hannah. You know what I mean? They never seen us before. You know what I mean? And they've been to every show.
By the
since,
way,
you
that
know?
Static X
Yeah, so
autographed
that's
Yeah.
picture
crazy.
right there.
Yeah, they got the dudes from Static X to
Yeah.
sign,
Yeah.
like it was the 20-year anniversary
Yeah.
of the Wisconsin Death Machine.
Death
They got
Trip.
the
Death
trip.
Trip,
Sorry,
yeah.
they signed it to us. Like that's
Yeah.
that's so crazy.
Yeah,
they
that
did
shit's
that to
wicked.
us, you
That's
know,
awesome.
As a person, I mean, they're really cool girls.
They're
like,
so
love
nice.
them,
So
love them to death. Like, that's pretty fucking awesome, though. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't a whole lot of people at that show, but I mean, like you said, just to get those 2 people that are really into
Well, we
us,
didn't pay to play.
Oh,
for
well,
that one.
no,
That
we
was
didn't pay to play, but I'm saying, like, just using that as a.
But that's what I was saying.
You
though,
could
the
get
local,
those same
the
fans
local
with paid.
scene, though, when you're not doing that whole thing, I think that we as a band have gotten more out of being in the local scene and not really fucking with that too much. Because I see people get burnt the fuck out. Because if you're not able to sell those tickets and you're spending anywhere from $600 to
Yeah.
$1,000 to
Yeah.
$1,100, $1,200 just for that one show, and then you do that 6 times in a row. Fuck, man, that would
And
bug the piss out of me.
And so many people are doing it now that it doesn't matter that you've got such and such band on your resume now because everybody does.
Yeah.
All you got to do is fork up the money to be able to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
There's no like proving.
Reward.
There's no proving yourself
Yeah.
to get the shows. You just they need bands.
It's all risk,
and
really.
It's ridiculous, and
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna call out any names, but there's
Yeah.
been some times when we've played some of these shows, and these fucking people that are opening these shows, like the very first act or something like that, is someone that has never been on stage before, and they're opening for a national act.
Yeah.
And these guys haven't practiced, and they don't fucking know shit, and they get up there like, all twink, 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 and then that's the start of the show.
Yeah.
That's the start of the fucking
And,
show.
and some people might not think about it, but like personally,
I was checking it because I wasn't sure if it was picking up.
Yeah, you're good.
yeah, personally, sometimes I feel like that kind of thing also just hurts the scene in general. Because anyone that shows up to that show expecting, you know, the national, of course, is usually going to be awesome anyway because that's their MO and that's why they're there. But you know, you at least hope that all the locals are going to be, and all the support is going to be talented. So, or at least of a similar caliber. So when you see that first band and it's just so either lackluster or, you know, God forbid, terrible, like it, I feel like it does hurt because, especially on the pay to plays, because you can tell they didn't earn it. They paid their way in, and like it's like, I mean, and I like in that same instance, I don't want to. You shouldn't really be able to cut anyone off. Like everyone should be able to have a chance. But you would think you would want to go out there and put your best foot forward, not be unprepared
Well, that's
to
the
open
thing.
for a, you know.
This is where things get fucked up. People are afraid to say the reality of the matter. Some people just suck at fucking playing music. That's bottom line.
And
I know-
the
I
thing
know
is, they
people
won't.
is-
And like, they might not always suck
I mean,
if
that's
they
just,
keep
that's
at it.
just
That's
the
the
reality
thing.
of the
Yeah.
fucking matter.
It is
Like,
what
For me, it's just time. Like time. If you, because
I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, if you
Well,
put
time,
enough time
dedication
into your
during the
if
time.
you put enough time into your instrument, you will
You're
get
gonna
better.
get, yeah, you're
I
gonna
mean,
get
I've
good.
played acoustic guitar for a long time. I still suck.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
I'm not dedicated though. I
Not
see
dedicated.
what
if
you're
you're not
saying. I
dedicated,
see what you're
yeah,
saying.
that-
But
dedicated.
your instrument is the vocal, so
I see what you're saying, but still at the same time, there is a line that I think people are not willing to draw when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
Some
just
people
as
do
not
have it,
everyone's
some people
made
don't.
out to be a football player or an actor. I mean, not everyone's made out to be a musician.
100%.
You may want to be, but I mean, sometimes it's just not in
not.
you.
Keep it in
Like,
the
and I mean,
background.
and that's fine. Like, that doesn't make you any less, or you know, any of us that play an instrument anymore. It just means that is our talent, and I'm sure you have something else. Like, find what that is. Like, it's cool.
but
Like,
you're right though.
you don't have to
because
force your way.
if people come to see the national act and the opening act is the local band, and then like people that don't know shit about the local scene,
Yeah.
they're like, that's why I don't go to local
Yeah,
shows.
yeah, all these locals are garbage.
These
Like,
locals
we-
suck.
And most of the time, we don't want to be associated with that. If
No.
you know, like, I mean, you know, get better, and yeah, like, we'll be happy, but like, be happy to like either you know, claim you or whatever you want to call it, but like, yeah, there's no need to go to put an inferior product out there. Like, in this day and age, there's really no need for it. Like, not to, you know, again, not calling anyone out because I don't have anyone specific in mind when I say that, but like, really, do some quality control. Like, in everything you do before you put it out, like, make sure that other people might want to see it or listen to it or
Well-
watch it or whatever. Like, that's important. It is.
Another thing is too, you think about the national that's playing there. You know what I mean? Like we played shows with nationals, and I've actually seen a couple of the members of the national actually willing to check out the locals. You know what I mean? Like hang out, and then if they see something that's just like, you know, not that good, you know what I
They head
mean?
to the
Like,
bar.
Especially that
they're
first
headed
band.
out. You know, they're not going to stick around and
Yeah.
listen to the other locals that might actually own their craft. You know what I mean? Like they said, I'm not talking shit about anybody in particular by no means, but it's just.
It's just
And
so
that's
that's
the
the
way
thing
it
is
is,
it
man.
happens so often. It's
Yeah.
like I can't even pick an incident.
I've
It's
actually
like,
talked to guys from National S, and that's what they say. Like just word to say, not to like toot our own horn, but like we've actually played, and they've hung out and listened to us. Like either if it's just one member, and they're like, "Yo, man, like we appreciate you guys playing because we've been on tour for this long, and like God, we play with some bad bands."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it feels good to hear that for one, but on the same token, you're like, "What? That sucks." You know what I mean? Like you're on tour and you gotta kind of deal with that. You know, I mean, hell, if I was a national and heard that, I mean, you can't blame them for not wanting to stick around and listen. You know, I don't know, it's crazy.
Kind of getting back to the ticket thing. And I say this without having like any idea of how to make it better necessarily, but not a lot necessarily, but a lot of the ticket stuff I see comes in like it's like they don't not necessarily try and make it attractive for the bands to want to take the deal. Like sometimes, I mean, it's you know, you look at it and you're like, well, I think we could pull that, but like there doesn't seem to be a lot of incentive for the band like to sell all their tickets aside from not having to pay out of their own pocket. Like, I mean, of course, granted, you know, bands, promoters, venues, we all want to make money. I mean, that's the ideal situation where everyone gets paid and audience has a good time, you know, everything great. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like if there was a little more incentivized thing for the tickets to, you know, help the bands out, but also for everyone involved to push their shows and give people a reason to buy the tickets. You know, don't just say like, oh yeah, we got tickets, we'll be here, buy them or don't. Like, it's not effective. Like, make it a treat. Make like for everyone. Like, make the band want to jump on this show, not just because it's a good band or because they want to pay for exposure, but because everyone can win.
Well,
like I said, I don't know how to fix it, but
with that
I just like
business
saying
model
nice
of
things.
if you have a strong merch game and you buy into one of these shows and or are able to sell them, I mean, it works out great. Especially if you can sell the fucking tickets, because you get rid of the tickets and then you're able to sell your shit, and it looks
better on you too.
Yeah,
It looks great too. Like to any future promoters or the ones you're working with, and like, hey, these guys sold tickets.
If you can do it, that's great. But I mean, for us, I don't know of a single Raleigh show that we've been offered to pay to play. All the pay-to-play shows that we get are like fucking way over here 2 hours away, or way the hell over here 3 hours away.
A lot in Chapel.
And it's like, man, we never have we even gotten an offer to do a pay-to-play show in Raleigh? I don't think we've ever gotten one.
I don't know if we probably wouldn't be able to. Well, we shouldn't take it anyway because I mean, we play so many local shows around here that it wouldn't be.
Personally,
it would be harder to sell around here because I mean, you can just
catch
wait.
us
You can
next
just wait
weekend.
like 2 or 3 months and.
yeah,
You
but
catch
still,
either at the Maywood or
it would
somewhere
be
else.
this would be the area that we'd be able to do that best. We keep getting offers from out in Greensboro and Fayetteville and Wilmington and stuff to pay to play.
But that's also where those bands are going, like Blind Tiger, Local 506, Reggie's. Like,
I don't know. I don't think that's. I think that Live Nation has Raleigh on lock, and they don't really offer a lot of shows.
It's a local.
There's it's something strange there because I thought about this the other day.
Nick, tell him.
Ghostbusters.
Jinx.
yo, Pat,
Sorry,
are you talking
everyone.
like the show, like the Ritz shows, or
That or Lincoln Theater. You really
Lincoln
don't see
Theater.
a lot of
Yeah,
local
Lincoln
bands
Theater
opening
doesn't-
internationals
yeah.
that come through either of those venues. So the majority of the places that we have the option to play, Blind Tiger. Sometimes Arizona Pete has a local on. Not a lot, but sometimes. And those are, that's Crank It Loud territory.
Yep.
Over here on the other side, you get Dylan, I think it's McKay.
yeah,
Jones.
yeah,
Doing
In
stuff
Fayetteville.
at Fayetteville, Drunk Horse. that's
Turtle
the only
as
venue.
well.
Turtle as well. So, you've
Johnny.
got two very different groups, but
Yeah.
nothing that really meets in the middle of Raleigh. Raleigh is an hour from Fayetteville, hour from Greensboro, depending on where you're going in both locations. But there's not really a lot of opportunity for local bands to open up for nationals here.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of like.
this is our local spot.
mid-sized
This is where we
bands
would do the
coming
best with
is
that.
the thing.
Mid-sized bands.
That's
you're right.
because
There's a lot.
mid-sized bands is the bands that you get to support.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to support August Burns Red.
Right.
Sorry. Sorry, but-
oh, I would love to.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that
and a
would
lot of the
be
times, like, because North Carolina doesn't have either the best reputation for having great crowds, or for whatever reason, like a lot of big tours just really skip North Carolina. So if they don't, they usually come through on like a Tuesday
Or it's in Charlotte.
Yeah,
We're
like,
way,
you know,
way down
there's-
there.
It's always something like that. You never get like, a Limp Bizkit on a Saturday or something.
Well,
Come on, Limp Bizkit, come to North Carolina. You can do it.
Blackwater Drowning and Fracture Frames are both on the Ginger show at
Yeah.
Firmament.
Oh, that's gonna
That's
be nuts.
dope.
But
That is a show. If somebody were like, "Do you want to sell 100
Oh,
tickets with us?" I'd be
yeah.
like,
I'll
yeah, I
sell
got
for
you.
that.
but are they already on tour? That might be an off day.
Yeah.
So that's why they're coming to North Carolina.
Yeah.
There's not another package band on that show.
I don't
It's
know.
Probably Ginger and 3 locals.
I think that there's some other touring acts. on
Oh
that
really?
show.
Okay.
But I mean that kind of. Oh, really? Okay, I was about to say that kind of thing happens. That's what happened with the Oh God.
Mushroom
Yeah.
Man?
No, down at Calico Room recently.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Cane
Hill.
Cane Hill, yeah, the Cane Hill show. Like, it was a good show. I mean, Calico Room's not a huge place, but I mean, the crowd was in there. It was good. But we found out later, like afterwards, that we got the show and they had a show the next night as support for Seven Dust in Greensboro. So.
Everybody
I mean,
went
why?
back.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are you gonna go to Wilmington to
To
see
see
just
them,
them
yeah.
and locals when you could drive, maybe a couple extra hours? Big whoop if you really, really like Seven Dust or
Yeah.
anybody. Like
Yeah.
you might as well go to that one. Like, so I mean, things like that happen, but probably more than you think.
Red Light
Can
Seven
we
Dust.
just say Seven Dust is the shit?
Oh yeah,
Like,
Loudest band in the world.
Fucking awesome.
and
man.
They're pretty good.
Rhett loves Seven Dust.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love Seven Dust, but Rhett loves Seven Dust.
What else do they do for you, buddy?
We won't dive into that.
That's the
Just say
price.
Seven Dust is the shit.
But yeah, Tanner, what's the coolest show you've seen lately? I mean,
Fuck, I haven't been to a show in a minute.
lately
We've
being
been-
like, we'll say like the past 5 years. How about that?
Oh,
Like, we'll go
Parkway
back.
Drive,
Oh.
A Day to Remember, State Champs.
Yeah.
That is a
State
good
Champs,
one.
it was before, like, oh, I love pop punk, by the way.
Where was that at?
It was in Iowa, Clive, Iowa.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was, Parkway was opening for A Day to Remember. They were touring the Bad Vibrations album.
Cool.
It was, State Champs played for like 30 minutes set, whatever. Parkway plays hour plus set.
And this is before like the newer stuff, right?
This is after Ire.
Okay.
So, they had done a tour for Ire, and then they hopped on this A Day to Remember. So then, A Day to Remember played for over an hour and a half, I think. They
Dude.
played like 17 songs or some shit like that.
I really admire
was-
bands that can do stuff like that. Like that's, I mean,
Oh
that's
my
that's a marathon.
Yeah.
Like I hear stories about like you
Every-
know, like
We're doing this every night.
Paul McCartney and dudes like that doing like 3.5 hour shows. You're like, dude, what are you
And
made
wake
of?
up and do it again.
Yeah.
What?
the next
Like I know you
day,
have an
yeah.
amazing group and all that behind you, but
It's
It's
also
it
like
just-
the entire crowd
like-
was just like, dude, you gotta, because the crowd's not gonna
Like a
stop.
bunch of
But the
80s
crowd's
bands.
also
They
like,
have Metallica,
you
they
guys
have
gotta
videos
stop.
and
Like,
everything.
I can tell you how they do it.
2.5
They do
hours.
cocaine.
Negative.
That's what
They're all on
gets them through.
fucking drugs.
no, but
2 hours.
Speaking of shows, I'm gonna be hitting up the old August Springs Red show. Was it August 4th? It's gonna be
August,
killer at
10
the
years,
Ritz.
is that a
It's
10-year
gonna be the
anniversary?
yeah,
yeah. So Constellations.
Constellations.
if anyone's
Yeah,
out there, go
that's
say
really-
hey to Rhett. Buy him a beer or something.
Come out and hang out. I'm gonna be fucking drunk as shit.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
the fucking Incubus
Alright.
show on
Oh.
December 5th. Is
I want to go to that
Damn.
so bad.
Was that
Make
Myrtle
it. It's the
Beach?
make your
No,
no.
that's the Ritz.
It's make
Are they
yourself,
sold
right?
out?
Yeah,
Are they
it's
sold
Make
out?
yourself
25th.
20 year. No, it's 20.
I think it's 25th.
Dude,
They
it
said they
can't
even
be.
sold tickets
It's
yet?
20.
Christmas.
Yeah,
I
dude,
think
it's
that
when it went
that
on
was a
sale.
very
I
good
don't
album.
know. Is it on sale or sold out or what?
I think
What,
they started
the-
selling
Incubus
tickets
show.
I'm
yet?
pretty sure the tickets are probably sold out.
Oh, if it's on sale, they're sold out, dude. I mean,
I don't know why I think I've heard that, but I'm pretty sure somebody said that. They were
And
like,
you know what? If they ran out of tickets, just go ahead and make them yourself.
make yourself.
Wow.
Sorry.
Can we all, everyone out there
Sorry.
that clapped earlier, can we get a collective boo at Russell?
Hey,
Boo. Thank you, everybody out there. I have faith you did it.
I am not a funny guy.
No, he is. We're all pretty funny in our own way.
Funny
It's
like
not
that.
like-
Brett's funny looking. Ah! All right, I want another boo for me now, please, everybody.
Hey, cut that bullshit out.
actually
See, that's a
really
good half-hearted boo. That's what I want.
Thank
Thank you, Nick. Moo.
Shit.
Bunch of cows in here.
Any babble.
Wow. Anyway.
Any babble.
We're all idiots in here. It's great.
It's midnight in Cary,
I
North
don't know what-
Carolina.
Patty's got in his hand.
You know, I didn't know what this was before. This is
I think
what
it's a
Wade
laptop
uses
stand.
for his
Laptop
laptop
stand.
stand. And some, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna put this back right here where I found it.
Wade, he's touching your stuff. Get him. And also, since Rhett said it earlier, shout out to, Wade, Edward, Elise, Andrew, all them, all the old Kiss the Curse folks. Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out to Dave
Shout,
Chappelle.
shout out to everyone we mentioned in this podcast.
How.
Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to all the kick-ass venues that have been letting us play.
Oh,
Maywood,
what's your guys' favorite show?
Clayton Beverage.
Like, favorite, venue or just favorite
What's
show
your
that
favorite show
we
that you guys have
played?
played together?
Oh, let's see.
36 Crazy Fist pretty good.
That was
I
pretty
think
good.
that
probably my favorite.
probably, I think
Honestly.
so. Yeah, 36 crazy.
As an
That was a
overall
good
show, that was definitely my favorite. But
Yeah.
that fucking night that I got to crowd surf at the CV was.
Oh yeah,
So,
that was
I'm
that was
sorry.
pretty wicked.
That shit was
fun.
awesome.
That was
dude.
That was
fun.
a good show.
Like,
I
What
missed
about, like-
out on that one.
what about you guys favorite show that you played ever? Not just in this band.
Oh man.
Mine would have to be Whitechapel and Glass
Cloud.
Cloud.
We're killing.
Yeah, that I mean,
Oh man, Glass Cloud.
yeah, dude.
I
Like,
love them.
I had
Dude.
such a
Jerry.
oh dude, Jerry was so cool too.
Yeah.
Travis.
They were
Yes.
they were nice
Got a picture
dudes.
of them.
Whitechapel was killer, man. They were amazing.
God, I miss it.
What about you, buddy? What's your favorite show? What did you play?
I think my favorite
Oh.
show was playing with
Taproot,
Taproot, Blue
yeah.
Star. That
Dude.
was dope.
That was
was-
a fun show.
Dude, Ryan from Mudvayne was there.
We met Ryan
song?
from Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Ryan from
He was
Mudvayne
actually-
was
That's
there.
Dude, they were Taproot was amazing, man.
My
Like, I
favorite
mean, I liked them
all-time
before,
show
but
was definitely Non-Point with Enemy.
oh yeah, Non-Point was great. All the Fear Factory
The
shit was
Fear
dope
Factory
too.
show was great.
So probably as hell.
What about you, Pat? What was your favorite show you ever played? On the spot.
Damn, I don't know. That's a lot of shows to think about.
What about that red jumpsuit apparatus show?
Ooh,
that y'all played?
Yeah.
That was good. All right, that was good. I think my favorite show may have been opening up for Puddle of Mud.
Hell yeah!
Because it turned out to be 1,000 people showed up for 3 fucking local bands because their vocalist was 2.5 hours late to the venue.
Oh my.
That's some Axl Rose shit right there.
West-
He was at the venue the whole time, probably fucked up out of his mind in the back room. But yeah, so it really turned out to be the biggest turnout you've ever seen for 3 local bands. It was great. Actually, I think my favorite show I've ever played was with Kiss the Curse. We opened up for Texas in July. I love that drummer,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I
he's sick.
idolized him for a long time. He's a really cool person. I got to hang out with him. I think he was probably sick of me by the time we left. But yeah, he's really cool bunch of guys. And I'm probably, that's probably my favorite show I've ever played. But, yeah. So, 2 Whitechapel, 1 Taproot,
Non-Point.
Non-Point, Texas in July.
Shout out to all those bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Man,
And if we
it
could
was.
play with any of you guys again, just give us a call. We're here.
We're
Just,
here.
email us.
What's your number?
Have our. I'm not giving that out there.
But you said call them.
Well, this is more of a metaphor.
Never gonna get in contact.
your people call our people, or just call, or get in touch with us. We don't have people. We are our
We
people.
are our people.
Yeah. We are people.
We're the youth of the nation.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up, beard.
B&B.
Boo.
Keep having the shot.
I want to give a shout out to the venues though before I was rudely interrupted. All the venues that have allowed us to play. Fucking Maywood being like one of our favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Clayton Beverage and Local 506, Drunk Horse Pub, the Calico Room, fucking Sweat, Blind Tiger, and
Shiners.
Shiners, fucking awesome
Wicked Witch.
spot.
Slims.
Wicked Witch, Slims.
Who plays Wicked Witch?
Kaboom. You said you said
Kaboom has been killing it recently.
Uh,
Shout out
oh, wait,
to
yeah,
FBT
actually,
for doing
that
all the
Wicked-
shows at Kaboom.
The Wicked Witch show was actually the last Howler Point show we played.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
So there's, you know,
I
Like
haven't
the
been there.
Ritz, Lincoln Theater, Red Hat Amphitheater.
yeah,
they gave us
Played with
all the
Rise
shots.
Against
All
NWA.
the
I forgot about that
No
one.
big deal. Deftones, they were cool.
but yeah, that's important for us. You know, like the local scene is pretty awesome overall. The venues are pretty awesome currently. I mean, I think that we all agree that shit is pretty dope right now.
A lot of
Yes.
talented bands out there. I mean, of course, we're not gonna name everybody, but shout out to like all our friends bands. You know we love you. I winked at Tanner when I said that.
Hey,
Hey, you doing anything, Tanner? You working on anything now? Or no?
So
Oh, he redirected.
Yeah.
That means he's guilty. All right.
yeah, there's some stuff. There's
Okay.
some stuff.
All right. Dude, I gotta say anymore.
It'll be
I
fun.
gotta say anymore.
Yeah, he sings, screams, and plays guitar apparently in a band.
What?
Okay, so here's the problem. Our
Can
guitarist
you play guitar?
can't play guitar. So
Oh,
we have to.
holy shit.
It's all backtracks. It's like a fake guitar. It doesn't actually like work.
that's pretty
But
good.
yeah,
Wonder if
The
he
good
can
thing
listen
is
to
you'll
this
never have it
podcast.
mess up.
that's a
Hopefully he's
terrible.
not listening to
Russell,
this.
go with the flow.
it would suck if you ever found out.
Program your
I
drummer.
never listened to it anyway.
You don't need a Patty. Program your drummer.
You're the guitar player. Shut up.
Anyway,
We know.
wrestling, I don't fucking care.
Man,
Where's your fucking balls?
I didn't know. Man.
Oh, really?
I was the only motherfucker that didn't know, I guess. So evidently Nick is playing guitar.
Spoiler alert!
Collective boo
Oh.
at Brett.
God.
For real.
That's like the last one we did these. I didn't even fucking know his name. He was like, "Are you kidding me, man? Come on."
Who was it that called you Matt?
He was going to.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna call you Matt.
You
no.
look like a Matt, though. I would give you Matt.
God have mercy.
I think he looks more like a Nick.
Mike, you motherfucker.
Hello, Mike.
At least you don't look like a Chad or a fucking
Or
Kevin.
Virgin. Is that
What's
the
the
Chad
guy?
and the Virgin?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He's like a Kyle.
Like, beware of drywall. Kyle's
Beware
here.
drywall. What in the H-E double fuck? Get that shit out of here, Kyle. Save some drywall for the rest of us.
Hey, Rob Dudick, save some of that monster tattoo for the rest of us.
that is never going away.
There's a
Like,
giant M on his back.
every single time I see
Dude,
somebody
the
drinking a
monster.
monster, I'm like, duh, Kyle.
Don't be so petty, Kyle. You're probably right.
I hope that there's
Is
nobody
he the
named
dirt
Kyle.
bikes or just the energy drink?
I don't know. What do you
The
gotta
whole
be into to
package,
get
I
the
don't
monster
know.
symbol tattooed across your asshole?
Oh,
3 lines.
I'm gonna need a very expensive contract.
Yeah, right.
All right, that's
Where
gotta be
can,
it.
where can everyone find you?
At a local show, Waka Waka.
No. Online.
You can find us on Facebook, MySpace,
Spotify.
Live Journal.
Apple Music, all the streaming sites.
Check out Part of the
by
Experience.
searching.
You can search out Part of the Experience, or you can search us by name through all this
We
time.
have
through
one
all this
album
time.
up there, so you're not gonna have trouble finding it. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Listen to it, spin it, share
Do you
it.
have a website?
Yeah.
We
legally
do.
download it.
ThroughAllThisTime.com. That'll
Actually, yeah.
redirect you to all our social media
Yeah.
shit.
I did find our album on an illegal download site the other day. It actually felt
Firebase.com.
good.
Yes!
I was like,
amazing!
you know, we've made it.
Somebody
Thank
cares enough to steal our music.
Like, how sad would it be if I just looked at like a counter and it just said 0? Like, no, cool.
Somebody uploaded it.
We've also
Like
got a
old
YouTube
GeoCities.
too, where you can find the lyric videos. But when you do the distribution thing, which we didn't take into account, they take the album and distribute it to YouTube. So
Yeah.
they created a YouTube channel for us, and then loaded up all the songs. in a
Pretty
video
much any
format.
band that does that,
Yeah.
they just
So we already
YouTube.
had like a YouTube channel going with videos and shit, and now there's 2. And so we're
that's
like,
not an official
okay,
one. Go
that's-
follow the official one.
yeah, go follow
us.
the official one. Whichever one that
Yeah.
is.
Just go on our Facebook and just click links. All of them. Click all the
All
links.
the links.
Especially the one that gives us your account information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
What do you need from me?
Your social security number
Social.
and
that
2
it?
forms of ID.
I've got his name. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Matt.
Matt Doyle.
All right, guys, we have to do this group 5 again.
Oh, we're doing a group
We have
5.
to do the group 5 again.
All right. Hands across America. Goddamn brewery.
Yeah.
Like, just gave out on me.
You okay? You got a sleepy leg over there?
Oh wait.
Right,
Okay.
left, right, left, right, left, right,
Wait,
left.
hold on. Wait. Get naked. Get
Wait,
naked.
wait, wait. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Go. 1. Oh, wait.